So we got to go back to 2022. Tyson Fury makes a mandatory defense against Dillian Whyte for Fury's WBC heavyweight title that he wrested from Deontay Wilder in 2020 and defended against him late 2021. Dillian's susceptible to uppercuts, gets hit with a massive right uppercut. Up until that point, Tyson didn't do much in the fight, but, clean finish, knockouts cause amnesia, mandatory out the way. AJ loses to Usyk for the second time, lost his belts to him in 2021 at White Hart Lane, and now he loses to him in Saudi Arabia. No titles. AJ visibly upset after, post-fight, broke down in tears, press conference, finding it all hard to digest. Then we're told we're going to get Usyk and Fury in October 2022, London. Fury makes it awkward, asking for extortionate splits of the purse, wants to take out rematch clauses and making a total nuisance of himself.
I see all this talk of they want 50%, Tyson's being greedy. Where I'm standing, Usyk 30%. Take it or you leave it. And if you don't want it, go and fight Daniel Dubois at the Copper Box and get a few $1 million. If you want to make some real money, come and fight the Gypsy King.
He ends up fighting Derek Chisora in December. And we're told that early 2023, we'll get Usyk versus Fury for all the marbles. They even hold a press conference in November before Tyson makes a voluntary against Derek Chisora. A very disappointing choice, as most people want to see the undisputed fight. He stops Derek in 10 with relative ease, which ain't easy to do, which is not easy to do. Now, as soon as the Chisora fight is signed for December, I automatically write off Tyson Fury fighting Usyk in February. Tyson Fury, since when, in such close proximity between two fights, a month and a half, since when has he had a schedule like that? It's not going to happen. The February 2023 Usyk Fury fight falls through. There are rumours that Tyson is knocked out by Jai or Pataya in sparring, but there's clearly something not right with Tyson Fury. He gets cut in sparring, is videoed on a dodgy Spud potato phone, right? He's wearing headgear, which he doesn't normally wear where he's sparring, and the fight's cancelled. August 2023, Usyk defends his unified titles against Daniel Dubois in Poland. It's controversial. Daniel's body punch, was it legal, was it illegal? Usyk is on the canvas for an age, but he gets up and stops Daniel in 9. Fury's going crazy. He's going crazy. He's talking about fighting Chris Healy, the Central Area champion from England with a losing record. He's talking about fighting him. And Francis Ngannou. In September 2023, Tyson Fury takes on the UFC champion Francis Ngannou. No pro or amateur experience as a boxer. It's indulgent from Tyson Fury. It's indulgent from Turki Al Sheikh and the Personal Investment Trust in Saudi Arabia. It's very indulgent. Now, the belt is not on the line, but the fight goes ahead. Fury, obviously a huge underdog, finds himself on the canvas in the second round and winning a split decision over 10 rounds against Francis Ngannou. The planet pauses and gasps. How did this happen? A fight that did have world interest, yes it did. But a lot of people were saying this is a gimmick fight. This is on some Misfits Jake Paul bullcrap. I want to see this. Is all of a sudden now a trending topic. The internet is going crazy. In fact, it went crazy from when Tyson Fury found himself on his butt in the second round. From there, it was off the chisane. On the strength of Francis' performance, he's ranked number 10 by the WBC. Should they have did that? That was indulgent. That was indulgent. But they didn't make the fight. And he's put their registered champion on the canvas and took him to a split decision. They're not going to miss a marketing opportunity like this. He's ranked number 10 in the world. The world is saying Tyson Fury is washed. You're finished. You're done. You don't recover from this. It's over. You're wasting our time taking these fights. You're still champion, holding the belt to ransom. His name is Mud. Mud. M-U-D. The MMA world celebrate. We beat boxing. They're celebrating. This ain't Francis Ngannou's win. This is the MMA world's win. We beat boxing. People are talking about the endurance of MMA fighters, how hard they hit. Boxing took a hit. And we still don't have an undisputed heavyweight boxing champion, and this is all because of Tyson Fury. Frank Warren, Bob Arum, red-faced, have to now try and reschedule the fight for New Year. Anthony Joshua was never planning to fight Francis Ngannou. He said it was a gimmick fight in 2023. He said he wants to challenge for belts. He wants to become undisputed. He won 3 fights 2023, the third of which he stopped Otto Wallin in Saudi. Stopped him in 5. Wallin is the number 2 ranked IBF contender who nearly beat Tyson Fury. When he had him cut with legal punches, the fight could have been stopped. The fight went the distance and Fury had his hands full with Otto Wallin that night. The Fury-Wallin fight was in 2019, just before he knocked out Deontay Wilder to take Wilder's WBC title. Now, the Wallin-Anthony Joshua fight on December the 23rd was on the date that Tyson Fury was supposed to fight Alexander Usyk for all the marbles for undisputed. Turki Ali Sheikh and the Personal Investment Fund had it set up in a stacked card titled The Day of Reckoning. If AJ beats Otto Wallin and Deontay Wilder beats Joseph Parker, if they win both their fights, they will meet in 2024. Well, Joshua upheld his part of the deal. Deontay Wilder fell apart against Joseph Parker and was outpointed. The long-awaited Anthony Joshua-Deontay Wilder fight not happening. 2024, Fury and Usyk are about to do battle in May for undisputed. So there's no world title shot for AJ on the horizon. And let's remember, Anthony Joshua is not a world champion. He's a contender. He doesn't have no obligations to fulfill mandatory, voluntary defenses or anything like that. He's the top-ranked contender in all of heavyweight boxing, barring none. Turki Ali Sheikh hinted that he needs Joshua to get rid of Ngannou. Ngannou responded. He said, I know you wanted to beat me, but it's not going to happen. And maybe that's why Francis was looking at all the conspiracy theories post-fight. Maybe that's why. But basically, Turki realized he fucked up. He fucked up by letting Ngannou in the game to embarrass boxing. The best man to clean up the spillage is Anthony Joshua. 28 wins, 3 losses, 25 by knockout. A lot of them knockouts have occurred in world title fights. He's a great offensive fighter and a great boxer puncher. The card is titled Knockout Chaos. A lot of people are saying this is a tough fight, it's a 50-50. Joshua is favourite though, but a lot of people are a bit sceptical on AJ, gun shy. Can he take Ngannou's power? Look what Ngannou did with Tyson Fury. There's credible people in the industry saying Ngannou's going to win. There was also a lot of people saying AJ was going to lose to Otto Wallin. It's always post-fight when AJ batters somebody that people start picking apart his opponent, that he wasn't all that. But beforehand, it's a different story. And I can name several fights where this has occurred. AJ, Ben Davison, Lee Wiley got the job done against Otto Wallin, and AJ destroys Ngannou in 2. It's one of the most scary knockouts that most of us have seen in the time we've been watching boxing. It's scary. All the people who saying, you know what I mean, like, oh, you beat somebody with no boxing experience. Well, who should have took the fight? Because somebody needed to clean up the spillage. So who should have took the fight then? Well, there's no world title fight available for AJ. Ngannou is now a contender, ranked number 9 by the WBC. They're going to pay AJ a bag load of money. AJ was trying to fight Wilder. That's who he was trying to fight in December. Let me repeat, AJ said this was a gimmick fight, but it ceased to be a gimmick fight after Ngannou shocked the world and nearly beat Tyson Fury in September 2023. The opportunity fell in AJ's lap. He wasn't looking for the fight, it fell into his lap. He didn't make no big deal after he knocked out Francis, didn't celebrate. He was looking forward, onwards, to the next fight. Deontay Wilder was looking for the Ngannou fight as well. And if he had knocked out Ngannou, do you think his fans would be tearing apart the win and, oh, you shouldn't have took that fight? Ngannou got no boxing experience. No. They'll be heralding Deontay Wilder as the greatest thing ever. Double standards. Well, Wilder dropped the bag. And even when he dropped the bag, his fans were trying to say that AJ's still ducking the fight. After the no-show against Parker, he got knocked out by Zhang. There's not a heavyweight a world-ranked heavyweight who wouldn't have took that Ngannou fight. There's not one. If Turkey had said, yo, I need you to take this fight, they would have all took it. But because Joshua did it and finished it in style, it's an issue, isn't it, for the haters? I'm envisioning there's going to be a few in the comment section saying, nah, they wouldn't have all took it. And you get the chance to upstage Tyson Fury, huge purse, and put your name right up in the mix. Every top 10 heavyweight would have took that fight. Yeah? The promoter would want them to take that fight. The network they fight on would want them to take that fight. It's as simple as that. I don't think there's no real argument against that, aside from an obvious bias against Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury, he went on to lose to Usyk in May. Unanimous decision. Was knocked all around the place. Usyk was robbed of a stoppage in the 9th against the much taller, much bigger Tyson Fury. And there seemed to be an air of poetic justice that his hand was raised at the end of 12 rounds. It wasn't a split decision. Usyk clearly demonstrated that he was the better man on the night. And he's now undisputed heavyweight champion. And we finally have that 4-belt undisputed heavyweight lineal champion. It's good stuff. Fury, he had his moments, definitely had his moments, hurt Usyk a few times. There's a rematch clause they're talking about next year when they do it again. Fury, in my opinion, his stock has plummeted after the Ngannou fight. After all that talk about 70-30 to Usyk and calling him gappy-toothed foreigner and all the other stuff he said, and then getting beaten by Usyk, all's well, ends well. If Usyk beats Tyson Fury, he said he's open to a third fight with Anthony Joshua, who he's beaten twice already. That's interesting. A lot of people are thinking, well, the way Joshua's performing now, perhaps he could turn it around. But Usyk obviously believes he can do it again. And why wouldn't he?